Okay, so I have a great recipe for you today. That's right, it's queso day on my Weber grill. But I have a twist today because we're gonna use the Weber wok on top of my Weber griddle insert so that I have space to make my queso, but then I also have a little bit of space to make my accoutrement because today we're making a queso display board, or as I like to call it, queso couterie. Let's head out, get the grill started up, come back in, talk a little bit about ingredients. We went ahead and removed the grill grates, added in that Weber griddle insert. Now, super important tip to remember, leave those flavorizer bars in there because those actually help dissipate heat as well. So we'll go ahead and turn on one burner at a time, get everything all fired up here. Boom, we are good to go. And like you can see, we already have the Weber wok added in here. Now, we'll go ahead and close the lid. We're gonna cook at about 500 degrees. And the reason for that is, I wanna get up to 500 degrees and make sure that wok is nice and hot. When it comes time to cook, we will be cooking with the lid open today, but for heat up purposes, we'll close it, get everything up to 500. For our ingredients today, we're using all of the things you would expect to find in some amazing queso with a couple twists, of course. Now, we're gonna start off with some of that white cheese spread that's gonna make it beautiful queso blanco. I have some andouille sausage. I have 6 links of andouille sausage that are gonna give me crispiness, sweetness, and a little bit of flavor. We're gonna put some onions in the queso as well. Then jalapenos, because who doesn't like a little bit of heat? Now, I know we have a lot of different rubs and sauces available at your local Ace. Today, I'm using a little sweet rub of mine, that apple chipotle rub. And then, if we want to kick it up a few notches, which we're going to, you have the choice. You can do a little truff hot or a little truff hotter, depending on if you like it, well, hot or hotter. Then we're gonna finish it off today on a platter. We have some tortillas that we're gonna toast off or griddle off, some of those flour tortillas. We have some chips, and we also have a little bit of salsa. We're gonna serve it with peppers and onions too, making a beautiful queso couterie board. Okay, we hit 500 degrees. Now I'm gonna turn my burners down to about medium because we've already heated everything up. The griddle's hot, the wok is hot, and now we're just gonna maintain temp. We are going to cook with the lid open now. So first thing we're gonna do is add that sausage in there. We've got that andouille in there. We're gonna spread it nice and thin, give it a chance to crisp up just a little bit and start to render some fat. 5 minutes in, we've got some fat rolling around in the pan. We'll go ahead and add those jalapenos, and we'll go ahead and add our onions. Now, we'll let these go for about 5 minutes until they start to soften up a little bit. Then, time to keep rocking the queso. So about after 6 minutes, we added our cream in there, went ahead and added our cheese as well. Now, we're gonna hit it with a little sweet rub of mine, some of that apple chipotle, and you know what we always say, as light or as heavy as you want. I'm adding about a tablespoon in there. And then, what do you think today? Should we just go hot? That's right, we're just gonna go hot with a little truff. We're not gonna go hotter. So I'm gonna go ahead and add about a tablespoon of that hot truffle sauce in there. That is gonna be delicious. Now, go ahead and just slowly get this all mixed in. What we're trying to do is make sure that cheese melts. Everything gets mixed in, it gets smooth, creamy, and delicious. Now that we have the queso melting, you can see we've added our tortillas. Time to add a little bit of oil because next up, we're gonna saute those peppers and onions as well. That's right, we're multitasking here. So we're gonna get all of our garnish ready. And then you know what? I think we'll hit that with a little sweet rub of mine as well. So we'll saute those peppers and onions. Right after about 15 minutes, we are giving this a good stir. We've got the tortillas pulled off the top. We've turned everything down to low now. We're just gonna let this kind of finish up, make sure all that cheese melts and finish our peppers as well. There we are, 20 minutes in, done. Time to head into the kitchen. I'm not even kidding you when I tell you that's the most delicious queso I've ever had off my Weber griddle insert. Now, if you're looking for more Weber griddle content, stay tuned because I'm gonna show you all about that Weber full-size griddle. Oh my gosh, so good.